Welcome back to Oceanside, California for the final round of the challenge at Goat Hill. I am Ian Anderson. Sitting next to me, Philo Brathwaite.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Check out this awesome lead car we got here for lap 3 around this awesome track.
Oh yeah, this man right here, the Bazooka, has made his reappearance from that first round feature card. You got the Eagle McMahon, the Cupcake, and Cody Kirkland, who just always seems to find his way on this lead card out here at the Goat.
His type of game really favors, all the math you got to do in these throws. The wind, the elevation.
Shot shaper's paradise, man.
Yeah, it really is. Looking at hole 1, like I always say, a tough way to start your day at the Goat.
It is. This is a really nice hole to get things started with. This hole's got some teeth, man. That headwind off the tee, you've got a long carry to get into the sweet spot, some 450 feet, 500 feet into the headwind, slightly uphill, and this green, super protected hazard along the back and left, which is kind of where the disc likes to go. Obviously, the ball golf green just in front gives you some things to think about.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this upshot lately. I think you should aim something like 25 feet long and right,
That seems to be the smartest miss.
Yeah. McMahon going cloud breaker off the tee here.
The hard part about doing what you just said, Ian, is throwing the disc far enough to be able to have that shot.
That's very true.
You got to throw it out there pretty close to 500 feet for that shot to be comfortable.
Yeah. Cody Kirkland, he's going Star Destroyer. Cody doesn't quite have the miles per hour on the release as the rest of the gang, but he can move a disc well, though.
Shot shaping, man.
Yeah.
When you put the disc in the right place with the right shape, throw the right type of disc that has the right type of a reaction, you're going to get a lot of glide.
We saw that with Connor Rock yesterday as well.
Yes, we did.
Jacob Courtis, Cupcake on the tee here. Great shot. Booming it.
Got to imagine that's a much more stable disc, the way that he keeps it lower and tighter into the wind.
Yeah, he's throwing Halo Destroyers and bosses out here.
I imagine Cody's throwing something with a bit more glide and dragging out the understability out of it, especially into a headwind.
Yeah. The Bazooka, Albert Tamm. We'll see if he busts out a Bazooka celebration for us today with a nice C2 make. I love those.
Just missed the height a bit. Good shape.
He's out in the fairway, 400 to the pin.
That's a bit inside, even if it stands up.
Oh, wow.
That was gnarly.
A wild reaction off the wind and the green there.
Oof.
He is in the hazard. He'll have a long putt for 4 now. Over to Kirkland, 330.
I like where you're aiming, Ian.
Right? This seems like the spot. He hit it yesterday, too.
Curl back even. Nicely done.
You're loving that.
Uphill putt. Tailwind. I love that.
Yeah. McMahon to match Kirkland.
Eagle was having some issues with these spiking plays earlier on in this tournament, but able to dial up a solid one there. That should give him a look.
Yeah.
A little bit of tree to contend with, but not too much.
Courtis going forehand into the green. What do you think about this?
I like the play. He's going to challenge the OB. There you go. It should fade back right on time. A little hot, but that's the miss you'd rather have.
Yeah. Don't mind that at all. Better than being on the green like we saw yesterday.
Yeah, that was a big mistake to start his round.
Big round cooler early. Tamm to save the par.
This would be Bazooka worthy.
Ooh.
Healthy bid.
It was. McMahon having to straddle out around the bush for his birdie look.
Solid effort.
Cupcake looking at 3.
That's a big birdie right there under the circumstances.
Strong effort, now within 2 of the lead. Well, for the moment anyway. Kirkland will like to push that back to 3. That was an uncharacteristic bait out of Cody.
Yeah, it looked a little herky-jerky to me.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
A birdogey from McMahon.
Ooh.
Finds the band. So Kirkland misses the putt, but will still grab a stroke and the solo lead. Tamm for his bogey. Good cleanup putt. Kirkland coming back for his par. Now your solo leader after a bogey drop-in from McMahon. You see that wind on his initial putt really lifted it and got him a little extra bonus feet on that comebacker, and then maybe it got him again on the way back.
It was pretty gusty out there.
Yeah. Ooh, Cupcake's barely staying in. Love that slow-mo out of Brian Geist there. Looking at hole 2.
Another solid get. Hole 2, always a pretty strong, kind of heady crossing wind from the left to right. You will see that flag pretty much on a standstill most days, just pushing straight towards that perimeter fence over there to the right of the screen.
Courtis on the tee.
Ripped over on that flick. That's all wind right there, Ian.
Wow.
Just saving his shot.
Huh.
How about that? 30 deep?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That's a dangerous putt, though. We'll see what he does from up there. Wouldn't mind a layup. Kirkland. Cody going with a flippy Thunderbird here.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. That's just brutal.
Oof. We've seen it happen here before, though, haven't we?
Yeah, I liked his idea. He just threw it in the wrong spot.
Yeah,
if you'd have given it a little more respect out there to the left. Eagle going for something similar.
A little FD1 out of Eagle.
Equally punished. I mean,
At
not
least it
as
stayed up
bad
top,
it
yeah.
did, but still punished.
Tamm next. A little low. Will it work?
Hoping for a lift. He's waving it. All right, up in the circle 1, maybe, right outside.
I think so. Kirkland grabbing a Big Bird Rock 3 out of the bag for this approach.
That is not an easy upshot, Ian.
Onto that spine with the wind, the elevation.
Throw around the eucalyptus limbs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's tall order.
McMahon with a birdie look. We'll try to erase that bogey from 1. Ooh. Courtis from 62.
Hard to go after that one, man.
his mama didn't raise no fool. Tamm for a stroke on the card.
Everything but in. It looked solid out the hand. Caught a lot of chains, but just not center enough.
Kirkland for his par.
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
this is one of those spots on the course. Got to be so careful.
Mm-hmm. And now for bogey. And just not quite feeling that putt early, you know.
It's tough on final rounds, man.
Yeah. Find that rhythm.
Especially early on, you know. Everybody's right there.
Yep.
You know, it's not like it's a 5-stroke lead for anybody. It's a pretty tight battle, so I'm sure the anxieties and the nerves first couple holes are definitely present. Trying to find your rhythm, trying to find the pace of the round, you know, try to see what the other competitors are doing. There's a lot going on.
There is. Hole 1, McMahon gifts the lead to Kirkland. Hole 2, Kirkland gifts it right back.
Oh, there's evidence of it right there.
Yep.
You know, they were 3 strokes clear of Cupcake, and now all of a sudden it's definitely a 3-man race.
Looking at hole 3, walk us through, Philo.
Yeah, this is a pretty gotta-get hole right here. Very, very generous fairway. You've got forever of space to land and get yourself in position. It's a little chip shot from that drop zone there, Firebird shot, something like that. It's best to try to get up on top of this fairway if you can. You can really see the green area in this little mogul the basket's sitting up on. Best to finish a little short and right if you're going to make your mistake on this green.
Cupcake with the tee. Man, he throws violently, Philo.
He does. A little too violently this time.
Yeah, just a skosh. Stays in bounds, but he's got weird footing over there. And not particularly close. McMahon, Cloudbreaker.
Working the hyzer flip game all week out here at the GOAT.
Whew, look at this one.
Obliterates that well on top.
That's the best of the week.
Gotta be.
543.
Yeah, it's a chip shot.
Yeah, he's inside 200, I want to say. Tamm.
Basic hyzer for these guys, man. 490 feet, no problem.
Must be nice. Must be nice. Kirkland, what's he going with here? A straight Star Destroyer.
A little tiny bit of flex on that. Well in position for Cody. Just behind the bazooka.
Yeah, solid.
Absolutely.
And now to the right side of the fairway go for Courtis, throwing 2.
One of those awkward spaces out there where you can't really see the basket, but man, he just threw a dime. Tap in coming for Courtis.
Fantastic. Kirkland going to that rock 3 for the approach.
Well done.
Good. Yep. He's
missed
done better
on the
though.
right side.
Yeah.
Yeah, he missed on the right side. If it's a little short, you got a tailwind putt.
Tamm, 245 to the pin.
Oof.
Little sod.
Checked
not
up.
Bad.
Gives him a look. Wrong side of the miss, though.
Yeah.
Makes the putt a bit more challenging.
McMahon, a little tactic approach. Ooh.
Comes up a hair short, but still on the right side of the basket.
The good miss, correct.
Good miss,
Yep.
exactly.
Kirkland for birdie. Hasn't quite found that stroke yet. He's getting more dialed in, though, it appears.
Well, they're not going in, so I'm not going to say that.
They're at least hitting chains. Tamm. Oh, no.
That's why you don't want to miss on that side. And then into the hazard, bumps off somebody's bag.
That's Cody's bag.
Uh-oh.
Tamm. Now. Ugh, that was putting 5. We'll have a putt for 6 coming up. This McMahon for birdie.
Did it again, man. One of those one nub hoppers up into the top chains and into the assembly. Getting away with them.
And Albert is Sisyphusing, and hopefully you can stop it right here. This is a putt for double.
Bang. That's better. Stop the hemorrhaging.
Yeah. Kirkland for his 4.
Oof, I tried to jump out.
Yeah, really did. And Jacob. What an approach. By far the worst lie off the tee.
Agreed, yeah. He was not in the ideal position. Couldn't really see where he was landing, but man, that was exceptional touch.
McMahon just enough to squeak this one over and gets the job done.
Take him how you can get him, man.
We are going back the other way, Philo.
Yeah, hole 4 should be a par 5, 878. That's just a very steep challenge for the majority of the field. I don't think there was a ton of threes on this hole over the weekend. I'm sure there was a couple here and there, but man, this is a tough get. That drive off the tee uphill into the headwind, and it dog legs to the right, so you have to really commit to some kind of a flexing shot. It's tough.
It is definitely asking a lot. Courtis, hyzer flipping this one.
Trying to anyway. He got it in the spot, but the disc never rolled over. This is carrying off to the left, but with that distance, man, he's in a fine spot. Most people don't go 468 when the disc looks like that.
The field would be stoked with that spot. McMahon, he's cloud breaking again.
Hyzer flipping into the headwind. He really controlled the angle on that perfectly, Ian.
Oh, my. Lovely.
Lovely spot.
Center cut. Kirkland going with a Star Destroyer. overstable variety.
And that's typically what happens out here when you miss the angle. The wind just gets on top of the disc and slams you into the ground. Now you got a long, long, long upshot into the green.
Yeah.
No chance for birdie from back there.
Yeah, pretty unreachable. Tamm. Also going to the hyzer flip.
Same thing. Didn't get over on it enough. Really trying to feel the disc into the spot. But look at the distance on that. I'm telling you, man, most people, when you see that shot, they're, not 500 feet, that's for sure.
Yeah.
380 exactly. They're back here with Cody.
Yeah. And you see Cody 557 into the pin, and he's, I believe, laying up short of the green here.
It's so far onto that mound, and it's still headwind the whole way.
Playing incredibly long. Courtis, he's attacking after that albatross, or near eagle, I guess it was yesterday.
Looking pretty similar.
It was, wasn't it? Didn't miss it by much.
It's a long birdie putt.
It is, yeah, with some ceiling issues as well. It looks like Tamm reachable.
It's a solid effort, man.
Yeah.
It's so hard to get all the way up there.
McMahon. This hole is great at giving really scary putts at that mounded green, isn't it?
It is. Eagle trying to play it safe and use the width. Comes up short.
This hole really makes you think about what you're going to do. Kirkland thankfully had the choice made for him after the drive and lays up. Ooh.
Oh, comes up short. I don't think he made it up on top, did he?
I don't think so. Courtis, a birdie look. Sitting just one off the lead.
Can't fault him for running it. This is the time in the round if you're going to make some mistakes, try to chase down the lead. Was a dangerous putt, you know what I mean? But Eagle wisely lays up.
Tamm with a birdie look to grab a stroke on the card. Tough to give it enough of that ceiling and that mound. Kirkland.
And wind.
Yeah, and the wind, thank you, for par.
Oh, that's a long putt for par here, or bogey now, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, good.
Solid putt, and he was putting right back at death again.
He was. So easy to just keep going back and forth on this guy.
Well, that was a big putt for Cody. Let's see if he can right the ship here. He needs to get on track. Things are kind of going backwards for him.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen a green mark on his card yet.
That's all we saw. What was it? Day one?
Yeah, I mean, the first two rounds, he was practically flawless. He had the one mistake on 18 on round one, and round two played pretty dang solid under the conditions, battling back and forth with Eagle the whole way.
Yep.
And just flatlining here in the final round.
Mountain of a man slinging that disc out there.
That's a big fella.
They don't mess around in Estonia. Looking at 5, we got the Godemans lurking. They got that OB golf green on the right. But you should be thinking 2.
Yeah, this is another hole you really got to attack here. Really just a straight shot is the best. Just challenge the Godemans. If you smack them, you usually don't move too far. It's a 20-foot putt. You got to feel pretty good about that. And it's the safer angle to putt from as well.
Yeah, very
straight at it,
Courtis. I believe this is a Star Destroyer out of Jacob. Oh, my.
Working that. That almost bounced right into the bucket.
Sure did. He's got to look at it. Not the easiest putt, though. McMahon. It's Eagle throwing here. Let's go with a tactic. Wow. That's an overstable approach disc.
Well, I like his
his
approach there. That was nice.
It sure was.
Safe putt.
Tamm.
There's somebody takes the straight shot at it. Does come up a bit short, though. Didn't quite give it the full pull he needed.
Yeah. Looks like he was also going with a really overstable approach disc. Here's that Big Bird Rock 3 out of Cody. This is very high.
It is. Hoping that thing drops in a hurry. Yeah, short as well. Safe putt, though.
Looks like that crosswind did kind of help that fade
Mm-hmm.
not move too much, which I'm sure Cody planned for. Tamm.
Unable to connect again.
Courtis. Ooh, surfs out of the bucket.
That was a bit left, though, man. He didn't quite get it centered up.
Yeah. Kirkland. Wasn't quite centered up either, but gets the good result, thankfully.
That's a couple putts in a row for Cody. Let's see if he can keep the trend going.
Yeah. Do you find puttings like that for you? You know, you got a good one to kind of just keep rolling?
Yeah, especially on a final round. It's hard to find confidence some days when you're playing for a win and in contention. You know, it's really tough to put all the pieces together when your brain is really going a million miles an hour. You know, that's pretty much what's happening for most competitors. If they say it's not, I think they're lying too. I mean, there's so much going on in between the ears, you know, and trying to get your feels right and your energy right and like just find the rhythm of the round and just to keep doing what you were doing. It can be really difficult sometimes, especially when you're playing for a win.
Hole 6.
Yeah, this is not
pretty
an easy
difficult
get.
as well.
Yeah, this is a tough one, man. This is a very, very specific landing zone. Like the sweet spot would be past the ball golf green, which is a really tough spot to get to. Again, throwing up the hill, slight anhyzer. There's really no straight shot to get there unless if you throw it in the 70-mile-an-hour range like these guys do. This is actually a really smart play for Eagle, dropping the roller down. I love this play if you've got it. That is the sweet spot right there. Now it's wide open into the green.
Loving that. 81-mile-an-hour swing with the essence.
Yeah, and imagine trying to get there with a righty backhand, trying to throw anhyzer up the hill, 413 feet into the headwind. It's really difficult. You see Cody giving it a nice backhand action there. That's a pretty good shot, but it's not quite as sweet as Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get there.
It's that little bonus 60 feet that really make that second shot.
It makes a huge difference.
Yep. Courtis. That was
challenging that right side again.
Thankfully, doesn't have to skip the railroad ties today.
There we go, making minis over there with Cody. That's a nice spot to be. And you've seen him birdie that hole from pretty much everywhere, right?
Truth. Tamm. This looks nice.
That is. That's the shot that most people want to throw. Nice and clean.
Oh, it's got a cupcake die on the top.
Atta baby.
Jacob grabbing range for his second shot on hole 6.
That's the worst of the bunch for him this week.
It is, yeah.
Still right there, circle 1, though.
He is. Kirkland. Much better position than yesterday. Doesn't have to worry about that tree.
Power hyzer up the hill. Bringing it in backside. You're going to like that.
That's lovely. Tamm.
Also going power hyzer, which is a great play. Also,
look at these
well
guys.
Executed. Perfect.
Haven't seen a bad shot on the hole yet. McMahon.
Definitely going to need to match those shots, and he is early and left.
This
waving
might be
this
the
thing
worst
down.
of the bunch.
It is indeed, but still in Eagles range.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
So about 40 feet away.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, here's that look.
There is some OB behind this putt, so he definitely wants to draw metal. That's the best kind of metal to grab right there. Eagle McMahon cans the big birdie at 6.
You see the little loft he put on that one?
He did put a little bit more lift on that.
Yeah.
Usually it's more of a darty kind of direct line, and he kind of lifted that one up into the air and let it drop in.
I wonder if he was thinking about that OB you mentioned.
I bet you he probably was. Cupcake to match.
Nice.
Solid putt.
Keenan Dalton looks on right there. That man hustling all over GOAT this weekend. Huge shouts to him. Kirkland.
Attaway. There's 3 good putts in a row for Cody.
I think he's found it.
Starting to find the rhythm again. Find the belief. Little fist pump.
Mm-hmm. Tamm. Star frame this up. Yes.
That's a fantastic star frame.
Bet that doesn't happen very often.
No, you don't typically see star frames here at hole 6. A lot of danger, a lot of things can happen. Tough to get to the landing zone, and all 4 competitors pretty much showing you how to do it. A little bit of look to each one of theirs getting it done, but hey man, 4 birds on the card, keeping it pushing.
We're flying hole 7.
Yeah, they made a change on this hole. Definitely changed the look and the shape, dropping the tee box back about, 40, 50 feet and a little further to the left. Really makes you throw a very specific shot. Last year, or years past, you had a pretty straightforward either mid-range or sidearm into the green. Now it's a bit longer. Really brings that ball golf green into play, and that mandatory also for the righty backhand.
Eagle going with the Mindbender MD1, so mid-range.
That sits down. That's not terrible.
No, I don't think so.
28 feet, uphill putt.
Kirkland going with a Star Rock 3.
I like the line on this shot, man.
Oh, this is pretty.
Very. Oh no! He just got twiggied.
That was going to be so parked.
Ninja branched.
Curtis going to the forehand. Got a huge skip yesterday. Gets
early. Yeah, not in the right spot on the landing. I'd like to see him challenge the green a little bit more.
Yeah, you can see that skip kind of going up the hill and slowing down for him, huh?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
gotcha.
the natural breaks.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Tamm.
That looked pretty sweet.
Oh my.
Yeah. Albert Tamm. Beautiful touch.
This man is one of the best drivers of the disc in the world, if not. I mean, he's like top 5. If he can get the putting together, he's going to just do some things.
It's tough to have the complete package,
Isn't
man.
it? Yeah. It's a small list of people that do.
Yep. It's very small.
Curtis.
Trying to make something happen.
That's
just not the putt to do it on,
was,
no, man. I don't think that's the right place.
The degree of difficulty on that one a little too high. Oh, McMahon.
That man's found his rhythm.
Ooh.
Hat trick for Eagle. Starting to find the flow, stretching out his lead just a little bit, and probably going to get an extra one off Cupcake, unless if he stayed a little closer than this man.
Kirkland.
4 putts in a row for Cody now.
That one the best of the bunch. Oh.
That didn't end up too bad.
I thought this was getting way worse than it.
Oh,
but it doesn't
there's
matter.
The mistake right there. That headwind jacked the disc straight up into the band. That's where it's nice to have a little cut putt in the bag, man.
Yeah,
he
hyzer putted.
Yeah, he only throws a hyzer putt.
And
so
he just lifted it, yeah.
Yeah, you get that wind under the lip, and she gone.
Albert jams that one in nicely for his birdie.
Fantastic birdie from Albert.
He's starting to come alive as well.
Yes, he is.
Unfortunate bogey there, and an unforced one.
Yeah, he didn't have to take that aggressive of a putt. I think he could have had a little more touch to it. Yeah. Tried to jam it in there, but this man jamming putts in the basket now. Cody Kirkland trying to make a run, chase down Eagle.
Let's see if he can make it happen. A lot of feet left in this battle here. Hole 8, par 4.
One of my favorite holes on the track. This is something you can be aggressive on. Very, very generous fairway to work with. Got a tailwind off the tees, so it really doesn't matter what type of disc you're throwing. You can kind of anticipate getting a little extra push. Very, very safe and kind of fair green, I would say, here to work with. Tons of space to work with. You know, don't miss long because, you know, there's a ball golf green back there. Just kind of use that hill to kill the speed. Should be a pretty routine birdie.
McMahon with that cloud breaker again. It's a little high. Still awesome.
Hopefully it doesn't end up on that side hill again. No, that's perfect, man. A little tiny left, but for Eagle, that's just a little chip shot with a putter up the hill.
It's so huge, man.
That's massive, man.
And he didn't hit the line perfectly either.
It didn't look like he tried that hard either.
No. Kirkland.
67-mile-an-hour rip. He's going to finish a little bit left, but still in position. A little shy and left, but can still make things happen from back there.
Yeah, he's mid 300s into the green, I want to say.
Yeah, slightly uphill.
Yeah. Tamm.
That starts getting stable, and it's not.
No. Will it cut off the hill?
No. That's not the worst footing. It could be worse.
Yeah. Courtis.
Just barely got over on it enough to stop it from leaking super left. That'll be well in position for Cupcake.
Ooh, bonus roll.
Big time bonus roll. That's a few of those he's had this weekend.
Wow. You had that one on
40
10
feet.
yesterday.
Yeah, that was massive 130-foot roll.
Yeah. Kirkland, his second.
Good job there, maintaining balance and getting that shot off level.
It's OB right now, and now it's back safe.
That's a really nice effort from where he was.
Tamm with some weird footing here.
That's a little more than I thought.
Yeah.
Trying to slice and dice. And
honestly, lucky to hit that tree, I believe. He was going to miss the Mando.
That wasn't looking good.
No. So now throwing 3.
I kind of would have liked to have seen Albert throwing something with a turnover, and now he's made a big mistake. That is out of bounds for sure.
Or maybe even a forehand for that second shot.
That would maybe. Just like a turnover.
Turnover?
You know? He tried to like get skinny with the line with the hyzer and power it up the hill, and just being able to shape the disc from left to right.
Go Gibbs it.
Yeah, you know you're not going to make a bigger mistake doing that, you know?
There's airspace out here. You should find it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. McMahon into the green after the Courtis approach.
That's more like it. A 20-foot tap in there coming up.
Long look for Courtis.
Got to get it now. And he does. Cupcake. Big time putt.
He's hit some good ones this weekend.
Yes, he is. Putting well when the circumstances are, the moment rises, he seems to hit him.
Kirkland coming back for birdie after the approach went long.
There he is, Cody Kirkland. Found his rhythm. Right on time. Things were looking kind of dismal for him to start this round. I was kind of worried, like, man, this is going to be a short day for Eagle if he keeps putting like that.
Good bogey save. A nice little tourniquet putt there for Tamm.
Yeah, that was a really good putt. Again, putting towards the nothingness. You airmail that one, adding feet to your putt on the way back.
McMahon will look to push that lead back to 3. Casual.
Yep, looking pretty comfortable now. Maybe a couple early hole jitters for the card, but now it seems like everyone's settled in and back to business as usual. 3-stroke lead for Eagle McMahon going into hole 9, 10 holes left. This man right here continues to charge. Jacob Courtis, young superstar in the making.
Looking at 9, Philo. Just right there.
It's right there, man. Basic hyzer for all these guys. Plenty of space off to the right. They're all righty backhand players. There's really no need to get super aggressive and try to knock the basket over. Pick one of those trees off to the right, throw it at it, and just let the disc naturally fade back. That's the play.
McMahon going FD1.
There we go. Now they're starting to get the hang of it. Again, finishing a little left. He's been in that same spot a few times this weekend.
Philo, why does he throw hyzers instead of just blasting like a flex into the hill?
Why do they throw the hyzer?
Yeah.
Because of the wind and the bowl and how the air is getting trapped in there right now. It seems like when you try to flex the disc, like this tends to happen. Like you saw it. Yeah. That's what Cody did. He tried to put a little flex on it, and the wind just kind of gets under the disc, and then the overstables are trying to create their own lift, so it just kind of creates that pushy effect to the disc,
Courtis.
You can see the wind's trying to jump and bump the disc, you know what I mean? They came up a little short for Jacob, but that's a safer putt up the hill.
Tamm.
Needs to get down in a hurry, and again, just a little too overstable of a disc, or just a little undercommitted.
And now has this for birdie, somewhere around circle's edge.
It's a tough putt, man.
Kirkland. This is a scary putt. Putting directly downhill. Ooh. Oh, my.
Oof.
And now at the bottom of said hill, putting back up. This has got to be 40 feet. Oh, I didn't go too far, did it?
That's not terrible. Probably right around circle's edge. Still very steep.
No.
Oh, you don't want to see that.
Oh, No,
Now it's
no.
further.
There's OB green down there.
Just don't turn right. No, there it goes. Got to stop. Okay. Well, now we're in the 75, 80-foot range, maybe even 90.
We're going the wrong way, Philo.
Yeah, things have come undone here for Cody Kirkland on hole 9. He was right there in the mix, and that's pretty much going to be it when you're competing against a guy like Eagle. He keeps doing stuff like that.
He just did that, yeah.
Again.
Is that a 3-stroke swing between the two of them?
At least.
Oh, my. Courtis sneaks in the birdie, and he's now in second place.
He just keeps chasing him down, man.
Yeah.
Keeps grinding him down to the bone, dude. That's what we like to see, man. We like to see those guys who've got some grit and tenacity to their game.
Cupcakes. He's a gamer.
He is. You got to be aggressive out here if you're going to survive. Got to throw them hard and putt like a maniac.
That's a cupcake game, isn't it? Throw them hard.
And make all the putts.
He does. He putts some maniacal putts. We saw that one on 7. Gotta love it. There are your scores through 9. Eagle opened up a little bit of a cushion. Jacob's going to try and chase him down. Maybe Cody will give it a run, but we'll see. Catch you guys in part 2. Thanks for watching.